Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited for today's video because we are diving into some new releases that I picked up recently, and I just wanted to dive in, try them out, have a little chit chat, kind of give you guys an update on some things that have been happening recently. But we're just gonna play around with all the colorful things. Now you guys, before we jump into it, if you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below, hit the bell for notifications of new videos. If you like this video, make sure to hit a big thumbs up. But if you want to see how I got this look using some new releases, just keep watching. Okay, you guys, I have some new high-end releases that I wanted to try out. One of which is the Charlotte Tilbury like 9 pans. She released a couple different variations of this, but the green one is really the only one that I was like, ooh, kind of want to play around with that. The other ones, I liked them, but I wasn't in love with the price point to purchase every single one of them. So I did pick up this 9 pan. I like that there's the brown neutral shades. You've got some greens. I love green. My eyes are green, and my grandmother always wanted me to wear green, and as a teenager I protested wearing green. I refused to do it, but as I've gotten older I have a better appreciation for how green makes my eyes pop. She meant well. She loved me. She wanted me to try it, and now I play around with colors so much more than I used to. But looking at this, I was like, okay, I could do something a little bit neutral and then use like this gold shade, champagne-y gold. I don't know, I want to swatch it to see, but even like in the pan, it looks like it's got gold, bronze, and silver glitter in there. And then even these shimmers, like this one has, like you can even see it in the pan. It looks like it has multiple shades of glitter in there. There's blue, gold, is it green eyeshadow? So we're gonna swatch this. We're gonna see. For sure there's 2 matte shades. This one looks more of like a suede, so it's gonna have like a sheen to it. These 2 are mattes. The rest are shimmers or suedes. Yeah, because this one's even a suede too. But I like that there's a little bit of a variety. It is more of a deeper, darker, and I feel like if I used a fluffy crease brush, which is one of my favorite things to do, I can diffuse this out in the crease to have it not be so intense, but I could wear it for work. So let me go ahead, swatch these shades, see what they look like. We'll deliberate and then we'll play around. Okay, you guys, so first things first, the back of this doesn't have names. It just tells the type of formula it is. So like I said, there's 2 matte silks. There's satins, but so they're only saying there's 2 satins. Yeah, I agree with that. And then they're not necessarily shimmers. They have them classified as different things, Diamond Dimension or Crystal Pop, but there's no names. They're just numbered. Now, the one thing I will say, the satins, so silky, so creamy and buttery smooth when I swatch those. Absolutely gorgeous. I love the sheen that they have. The mattes, a little bit drier, but not a big deal. They swatch beautifully. So I'm excited to see the color payoff that they have. And then the shimmers or dimensional diamonds, like those are absolutely gorgeous. The last shade in the bottom row, far right corner, that shade is gorgeous. It's like a light tealy green, kind of like a top coat, or you guys, I got Sochu. Hi, you know he's up here, right? All right. She is getting a little ballsy, you guys. You know he's in the room, right? She doesn't usually like sit on my lap while he's in here. She usually scowls from the top of her perch. You want to hang out? Maybe she'll come downstairs and hang out with us at night. All right, anyways, she's trying to distract. The gold shade, really beautiful. So that one isn't necessarily like a glitter topper. It is, but it's not as like finely glittery as the light green shade. Whereas the other 2 shimmers, I say 3. So the other 3, the one in the middle and the 2 in the bottom row on the left and the middle side, those ones have the green shadow and then glitter on top. Hey, are you just mean mugging him? Can you lay down? She's in her own little like world right now. What are you doing? Are you in protest? She's not happy that he's in here, but she wants to be on my lap. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyes. I'm gonna deal with her because she is not having it. The swatches are really pretty, so I'm excited to dive into this and see. I know for sure I'm gonna use the 2 matte shades. I don't know if I'm gonna use a suede, and I don't know which shimmer glitter I'm going to use. So let me go ahead, prime my eyes and deliberate, and we will see what the animals are up to. I'll be back. Okay, you guys. So I had to take a little video to see, but Dixon is actually in front of my desk. He's like laying down tuckered out. She's still on my lap. This never has happened in the 3 years that they've been together. I have primed my eyes. I'm excited to dive into this. I'm going to start out with this light brown shade. And obviously there's no mirror in this palette. Not a big deal. It just means like if you're going to travel, you're going to have to take something extra with you. It is what it is. But her other packaging is usually pretty in-depth, like heavy metal, mirror, a lot bigger than this. This size of palette reminds me of like the Huda Beauty 9 pans, which I like. They're travel size, they're compact. The other thing with those have a mirror on them. So I'm more prone to take those palettes for travel because I don't have to carry a hand mirror with me. But I do like this shade, like I said, with the crease brush. It will diffuse out a little bit. So I feel like I could actually use this shade in the morning and maybe the gold shade in the top left corner. You guys, if you hear me sniffling, I have a new regimen that I have to do that the doctors have given me. So before I left, I kind of talked about how I had been seeing an ENT or ear, nose, and throat doctor because I couldn't breathe or I couldn't smell. I lost my sense of smell over a year and a half ago now when I was in Spain. And it wasn't due to COVID. I got tested and I didn't have it. But so I had hit my head while I was there. And they're not sure if it was just a concussion or a TBI. Like, they had me do testing before I deployed, and it came back and said that I had a TBI, but that was about the extent of it. Now I'm going to go into this dark brown shade. Also my fluffy crease brush just to place it, blend it out a little bit, and then I'm going to go in and deepen it up. But while we were trying to figure out the not being able to smell thing, they had noticed that my septum, I already had a hole in there from when I was younger. They had done a deviated septum surgery. But then when they did my jaw surgery, and because they pushed my upper jaw up and back, it actually impacted my nose more. It kind of gave, like, they call it saddle nose. I don't know if you can see it from the side. But the hole has gotten bigger, and my breathing hasn't been great. I used to be a mouth breather. I had my septum surgery, and then I was able to breathe through my nose better. But now it's starting to, I think it's this side, it's starting to close up more and get blocked. So I'm back to, like, both mouth and nose breathing. Like, it's not great. It's not 100% that I can breathe through my nose. But I went to the doctor last week, and they have given me a regimen of like a saline nose, what is it, a neti pot, kind of like that. But this system I have to like squeeze into my nose and let it drain out. Well, because of the hole, when you drain, like when you're supposed to do that, it's supposed to go through your like nasal passage, through your throat and out your mouth. No, it goes straight through. They did the video like up my nose and I got to see it. She's like, you can take pictures of this. I was like, I don't want pictures of the inside of my nose. But I have a pretty significant like hole between my septum. And so like if you're into construction or houses or like you have a main beam on a wall, and if that beam is taken out, your wall is coming down. Well, that's kind of how my nose is going right now. All I can do is laugh about the entire situation because I have an appointment on the 1st of July to see a surgeon because I have to have nose surgery to fix my nose. And it's apparently considered a complex surgery. So they're not willing, like they're currently at the point that they don't want to refer it out. And if they refer it out, they have to have a by name surgeon because they don't want to send me out and then the doctor would be like, oh, well, we can't do it because of X, Y, and Z. So we're starting with Navy doctors. We're going to see, and the schedule's been kind of chaotic because we've got a lot of stuff going on with our medical and everything right now. So in the foreseeable future, I am going to have surgery to fix my nose, which who knows what that's going to look like. I don't know how long it's going to be before that happens. I'll be happy to have it fixed and like be able to breathe better, know that it's repaired, but like the cartilage in my septum, it's disappearing. So we got that built up. I'm going to switch over to my large smudge brush. But you guys, my nose has been draining. My allergies are off the chain right now. She does not help me with my allergies because I'm actually allergic to sochu. But as long as I wash my hands after I pet her, and like as long as I don't like touch my eyes or anything after I've pet her without washing them, I'm fine. I do take an allergy medication, but my nose has been off the chain with just like running because of my allergies and stuff. And then on top of it, they gave me this saline squeezy bottle that I'm supposed to use twice a day to like hydrate and like clean my nose. But then they also gave me a regimen of a medication that with the saline has to be pumped in there. And they're hoping that will give me my sense of smell back. Like they're trying what they can to try and fix it without, I mean, the loss of smell, it's been a year and some change without it. But there's moments where I'm like, oh, I smell something. But then it's like, I smell like pine sol. But there's not like no one's been cleaning or I haven't been cleaning. I just get the scent of pine sol. And they're like, well, we think maybe it's like your brain is remembering what the smell smells like and it triggers it. But they don't know like if my sense of smell is actually coming back or it's just like my brain remembering what it smells like. It's happened multiple times with different things. And like, but I go and smell my perfumes and they smell like I've got a lot of gourmand scents like vanilla and chocolate and the savory sweet scents or the sultry deep like smoky. I can't smell them. It smells like nothing. Nope. And it bums me out because I have a very extensive perfume collection. I know what they should smell like. And I still, Luca's like, why are you still wearing perfume? I was like, because it's not for me now. Granted, I would love to be able to smell my perfumes. Now it's for the people around me. Those that do like perfumes, like, I still like to smell good. Just because I can't smell doesn't mean I'm going to stop taking showers and like, what is it? The kid off Charlie Brown Pigpen? No, like I still want to smell good. I'm still going to use perfume and my body wash and the things that I know that they should smell like because I hope that one day I can smell them. But I don't keep all the perfumes that I get. Like when I was in Germany with Emily, if I got sent a perfume, like sample size or whatever, and I know that she likes florals, I would take them into work for her and she's like, ooh, I'm going to keep this. I'm like, girl, that's what I brought it for. So I still like enjoy a good scent. I mean, I'll have someone smell it for me and be like, what does it smell like? Describe it to me. And then if I like what it should smell like, I'll wear it and hope that one day I'll be able to smell it. That might be weird. Whatever. It's fine. Okay, so I was told that I should do like grungy green eyes. I think, was it Emily who said that? She was just here this past weekend. She came and visited Luke and I, stayed with us. And then I took her around like Williamsburg and Virginia Beach and just kind of explored the area. She's never been to Virginia before. And she's like, you should do like a grungy green. I think it was her who told me that. So I think I'm going to go into this beautiful, luscious green shade. And then I'm going to use this shade as well. But we're going to start out with this green on my middle finger to just pat it into the center. But yeah, you guys, so I'm nervous about having like nose surgery. I've had it before. But I'm also hoping that it fixes, well, I mean, the whole point is for it to fix things. But I would love to like have it done and that be the last of it. Ooh, that's really pretty. Now I'm going to go into the shade right here. This very like light bluish green. And I'm not sure what this is going to look like on top of the green. Olive green. So right here in the inner corner, pat, 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 and then, ooh. I like that. Grabbing my little silicone spatula right here in the inner corner. Okay, I really like that because it looks like it has some of like the lime green glitter in the lighter shade. Ooh, okay. Okay, you guys, so I did go ahead and prime my face because I did pick up a new foundation. I also have a new concealer, which is usually unusual. I don't try and do a new foundation and a concealer at the same time, but I saw both of them and I was like, ooh, I want to try them. So I've always seen Jane Iredale like spoken about by Tarte, but I always forgot to go to like her site to check them out and everything until I was on Ulta one day and I saw that she was being sold, I think just online for right now for Ulta. And I like that Ulta and Sephora both have the, if you know your shade in your favorite foundation, you can do kind of like a shade match. Doesn't always work, but sometimes it gives you a better idea of what it, like your comparison. So I picked up shade 26 Light. This is the Skintuition SPF 30 Radiance-Boosting Liquid Foundation. I've talked about it recently how I don't like matte foundations anymore because they kind of fall into my problem areas and accentuate that. So I like a more like natural looking or glowy foundation. I'm going to try it out. I'm going to see. I want to know what it's all about. I tend to lean more like dry through here and oily, so combination. And then my problem areas are my pores right through here, my lines on my forehead, and my under eye crinkles. So we're gonna see what it looks like once I powder it down, and I have a couple other like cream products. So try this out and see. I've never picked up any of her products before, so I'm intrigued to see what it looks like. I think we're just gonna do one side first. Ooh, it might be too pale. Yeah, it's a little pale for what I would normally go for. It's fine. I will say the Sephora color match has been much better than the Ulta one, and I'm gonna have to put some bronzing drops in here or buy another shade. It's fine. We'll deepen it up with some bronzer or contour or something else. So it looks much better right through here. Not the right shade. That's fine. It's lighter. I can deepen it up. It's harder to go in like from a darker shade to lighten it up, but we will do our best. Right now, I feel like I need more up here because it's looking a little weird, but on the face, it doesn't look horrible. I feel that's the other thing is like it can look weird when you're like applying it, and then once you powder it and do setting spray, like it looks gorgeous. So we'll trust the process and see. All right. But it did cover my redness, like redness, dark spots. It did even that out. We'll also see what it looks like once it's oxidized. So Chu is still on my lap, and now she's giving herself a bath. Hey. She can't be bothered. So it looks like it's oxidized a little bit more compared to like what I just added on. So that's promising. Maybe it is a good shade match. I just have to wait for it to oxidize. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit up here. Not too much. I hate when I'm trying to get a little bit out and then it just puts a big blob. This actually has a really good pump for just letting out a little bit to help with building. Because sometimes you don't need a ton of it. You just need a little smidge. All right, and then just because it's a glowy foundation, I do like to take my blending sponge and get whatever excess, just press it in. It helps it look like second skin. Okay. Man, my baby. She's like, no, I don't want you to hold me like that. Okay, so for cream products, I do have the Makeup Forever, what is this? The Artist Color Crayon. So I have two shades I picked up. I have Limitless Brown. I picked up this lip liner when I was in Germany. Really pretty shade as a lip liner, but these are supposed to be like their multi-cream products, can be used for contour, bronzer, lip liner, blush, like you name it, eyeshadow, like you're supposed to be able to use them multiple ways. These two shades are safe for the eye. There are a couple shades that when I was looking in the app, it says do not use by your eye, and that's usually because they stain. So I can understand why they say that. But when I went into the store, because I was trying to order them online, and then I had to go inside or in the store because I made a return and I had an in-store credit. All right, I'm just gonna. That might be too dark for contour. Oops. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. I did tell the girl that helped me. Her name was Alyssa. I was talking to her about them because she's like, "Oh, I haven't even picked these up." And then I was like, "Oh, it says you have these shades in stock, but they didn't have them out." And she's like, "Oh, I wonder if we just got a shipment." And she ended up going in the back and realized that they had just gotten a ton of the new colors in. They just hadn't put them out because they only did like a limited color release at first. Okay, so this is building nicely. Like Limitless Brown, it's a bit dark, but like it's not a bad shade for contour and bronzer. We'll just go in because it blends out beautifully. If this is a mistake, it's fine. We'll figure it out. But it is blending out nicely on the cheeks, so I don't feel bad just going straight in on the skin. But I told her the next time I was at the mall and I saw her, I would let her know how they worked. Because I was telling her what I planned on doing, which was using it as like a contour and then the mauve shade as like blush. She was like, ooh, I'm intrigued. Okay. I see what you did there, Makeup Forever. Like, I mean, there's some areas where I'm like, okay, I could probably tap in a little bit more. And then now that it's warmed up a little bit, it's like just tapping on ever so slightly. I don't have to like draw it on. Okay, well, let's see what we do up here. Yeah, it looks like once you get it on your skin and it has like the opportunity to just warm up a little bit, it's blending beautifully. I've always been a fan of the Makeup Forever products. I also love their artist pencils, but I couldn't imagine trying to do this with the Limitless Brown pencil. We'll just add a little bit more in. I just feel like it needs to be a little bit deeper. And I know some people aren't a fan of just like drawing it on. That might not be your journey, but trust the process because it looks nice. Okay. Have you guys seen these? Did you even know that like you could play around with them like this? And I like that you can build them. So like you don't have to go in super like heavy or intensely. You could just add in a little bit here, there. All right. I think it's funny because so Dixon just finally got up from where he was laying down. He's now hiding underneath my seat. But Sochu is on the ground and she's just staring at him. I think she's trying to see like how long it is before he like darts at her. These two are ridiculous. Okay, like that blended in nicely on my jawline. Before I do my blush, I'm gonna go ahead and do my concealer. Limitless Brown. I could probably go in heavier. I don't want to overdo it. But we're going in with the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Concealer. I love the foundation. It's absolutely gorgeous. I have mine in the shade 2N. We're just gonna go in. Oh, that's an interesting doe foot. Like, okay. I don't know how much I need. I don't want to put too much. We'll start there. It's kind of like a drying formula. It's not super liquidy. It's like there's nothing there. Like, literally, it's not super thick. I mean, it didn't smooth out, which is fine because it doesn't claim to. But, like, it didn't disappear completely. Like, you can see, like, the difference between the under eyes. But it's like second skin. I do love the Stay in Place foundation. Okay. Went on a little bit more with that side. A little goes a long way, and it blends out beautifully on the under eye. Okay. We'll see how it wears. All right, and then we have the shade Swanky Mauve. I'm excited to try this one. We're just gonna go straight in, you guys. It is a little drier formula, so it's not like extra creamy. I think that should be enough, and I don't think it's gonna be too much. Ah, seamless. I love that. You guys, I don't even know what that was. I'm just never been it blended out so beautifully. Like, if y'all have been here before, you know I get excited when I find a beautiful product. And I can match my lips. I do have another lip product that I wanted to try out, and I'm like, ooh, do I match my cheeks and my lips? Ooh, I think I'm going to build it up a little bit more. We're doing powder on top of this, so this will actually be a little bit more subdued when I do my powder. But did you see how, like, so buttery, so good. The blendability on these, like, yes, please. Makeup Forever has some beautiful products. They are killing it. Have you tried these? Do you like them? Are you picking them up? They're gorgeous. I want to see how well they wear, though. That will be one of my favorite, like, one of my big tests, because I need my makeup to last. I need it to stay. I really hope this is a good makeup day. Like, true test is when I set it all. I do have another blush, and I'm like, ooh, do I need to put the blush on top of this? Because I do have my YSL sitting out, and I was like, ooh, I haven't tried that yet. And I really want to, but this is looking good, you guys. All right, I am going to use my One Size powder. It survived the declutter. That series is started. I still have a couple more drawers that I need to go into, but if you like a good declutter series, if you want to check it out, those are starting to get posted, so stay tuned for that. Oh, it didn't get super creasy under here, which I'm enjoying, but just to make sure. Okay. So powder, no powder. Okay. I am going to press out my forehead because I got super animated before I set this, and I do need a different shade of this foundation. I'm not sure. So, like, blush, still really pretty. The foundation, I don't know if it's the foundation or the primer that I used. I picked up my e.l.f. Grippy Primer, the Power Grip Primer with niacinamide. Love this. I used it all up while I was gone. Just repurchased it when I went to Ulta the other day. And I've been using it with my other foundations. So I know, like when I went to work this morning, I used my Dior with that primer. It looks phenomenal. I'm not sure. We're gonna see. I'm gonna wear it. I'll figure it out. That's the other thing, you guys. Like, if I go to work in the morning and I get home with enough time to, like, film, I will take my makeup off and start fresh just so I can play around with makeup and just talk to you guys. So, I had a full face on earlier, and so the concealer's not bad, but I'm not going to say it's, like, the best because my eye crinkles are not my favorite, and right now, like, it didn't smooth it out. It doesn't say it's going to smooth out. I do like the Double Wear foundation, but I do not have, this is my first time using the Double Wear concealer. I have concealers for the under eye that just smooth this out. I will try it again with a different primer and a different setting powder and see, but right now, my complexion's not my favorite. I do like the Makeup Forever blush and the, like, what are they? They're not lip liners or anything. The Artist Color Crayon. I do like those two shades, the Limitless Brown and the Mauve. But I'm not sure about my foundation and concealer. Because, like, Dior earlier, like, this was smoothed out right here. And this is a problem area for me because I'm starting to notice, like, the lines. Anyways, I'll get over it. I'm gonna go and meet up with some friends. We're gonna go and, like, hang out a little bit. We're just gonna chill, and then I will look at my makeup before I take it off, and I'll make a decision. All right, back to the eyes. We're gonna go into the light brown shade. Little tiny pencil brush. Take it the entire length under the eye. Under the eye. What? I can't talk. I was so excited earlier that I was just rambling, and now I can't even form words. I got too far ahead of myself. I was like, ooh, it's gonna be a good complexion day. And then now looking closely, I'm like, not the greatest complexion day. It's not the worst either, but it's okay. It's just not amazing. I am excited for the weekend. It's Friday, so Luke and I we both have Saturday, Sunday off. I don't know what we're gonna do, but I know for sure that I need to still have a bag from deployment that I need to unpack. It has not been a focus. Switching over to my fluffy, actually, why did I do my fluffy crease brush? Use this. I need my large compacted smudge brush. That was weird. Large compacted smudge brush right here on the outer edge. Depending on how the weather is, like maybe Luke and I will take the bike out, or I don't know. Might meet up with some friends. Could be complete bums and just hang out and do a movie night and hang out together. The weather's also been nice. Like when Emily was here, we sat out by the fire and just chilled, had a good time, just joked around. There was also a lightsaber fight. Luke, when we went to Disney, bought him and I the Ahsoka lightsabers, and I had bought him a lightsaber 2 Christmases ago. So there were 3. And randomly, we ended up having a lightsaber fight in our sunroom. It's funny. Anyways, so this is what the eyes are looking like right now. I kind of feel like I want to use this shade right here. Let's do it. Why not? Ooh, shoot. I'm supposed to be meeting up with them right now. I got long-winded. I got excited. Ooh, so maybe this shade not as the highlighter. I do have a highlight, so it's fine. But I can use it for the inner corner and use my little silicone spatula to use it. So it's more of a shimmer than like, okay, well, the brow bone is done. Not the inner corner is done. I need to do the brow bone. I'm all over the place, you guys. All right, so I do have the blush from YSL, and I kind of want to try it on top of this. Like, this is gorgeous by itself. If you just want something to go underneath your blush or under your setting powder, this is beautiful. I'm also going to layer the YSL Make Me Blush blush powder, or powder blush. This gives me like NARS Orgasm vibes. Really pretty shade. Ooh, kind of like a tropical sunset. I haven't been using a lot of powder blushes, but I did see these and I was like, ooh, okay, I'll pick one of them up. They're pricey. So, hi, she's back. So I didn't think I needed a bunch of them, and I wasn't going to buy the whole collection, but I did want to try them out. I did want to see. Ooh, that's pretty. We are all blushed up. And I just like to stipple mine on top. Okay, you guys, for highlighter, I have from Lancôme. This is the Transforming Highlighter in Light Glow. That is pretty. Ooh. Okay. I want to say there were like 2 or 3 shades. That's really pretty. I also need to do the brow bone before I forget. I'm not gonna say this is like a beaming highlighter. This is more of like a ethereal glow, like subtle. I feel like it's a good everyday, like if you just wanted a subtle glow on your cheeks and wherever you want to accent a highlight. I like it though. Okay. I don't have any new brow products, liner, mascara, so I'm gonna go ahead, do that off camera, and I'll be back. Okay, you guys, last thing we need to do is the lips, and I have the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip Tattoo. This has like a lip stain crayon and then a lip gloss. And I've been loving the Juicy Lip, like plumping, gloss, vinyls, like you name it, they got tons of them in that line, including lip oils. So now I just picked this one up. I only picked up one shade. It's in the shade Honeysuckle. I want to try it out. I want to see. It looks like it's purple. I may live to regret this. Green eyes with a purpley red lip. Let's go in. It's not a bad shade. Like, okay, so it's kind of like a burgundy. It feels like I'm drawing with a marker. Okay. I've actually not seen any videos on these. I just happened to be on the Tarte site and saw them. It really feels like I'm using a Pellet marker. I mean, I am, but like, it feels like I'm that little kid that's drawing on the walls with markers and I'm just waiting for mom and dad to like come around the corner and yell at me for it. I mean, we got that to transfer. It's gonna help when it comes to like doing the rest of those. One thing I would recommend, because I do have foundation up here, I would probably say the best thing is to wipe the foundation off because it looks like it's transferred a little bit to the tip. It's now like reloading with color, but I feel like that could have been alleviated if I had just wiped out the foundation. It is a lovely shade. This is quite gorgeous. I don't know how I feel about the like felt tip though. Okay, it is really pretty though. If I were to just not put the lip gloss on, this by itself is really pretty. I'd probably have to like finesse it a little bit more, but I also am late and I should be already out the door. I talked way more than I thought I was going to. All right. I mean, it's not a bad combo with the green and the burgundy lips. I kind of like it. Okay, you guys, this is the final look. I do really like this combo. I didn't know that this was the look I was going to come up with. I really thought I was going to change my mind and use the Makeup Forever color crayon for my lips as well. But I am really intrigued. I wanted to try this out so bad. I like this shade. Do we all need like a purpley red this year? This is really gorgeous. All right, you guys, let's confer. Okay, so far away, my skin looks gorgeous. I like how the makeup crayons, and I probably could have gone a little bit darker up here with the Limitless Brown. I just didn't want to overdo it, but I feel like those crayons are super blendable. They, like, once they warmed up, they just melted into the skin. They were so easy to manipulate and to, like, just get where I wanted it to go. This mauve shade is really gorgeous. Now, looking closer, I don't know how I feel about the foundation, like, right through here. And I've used my favorite, like, primer combo, which is the e.l.f. Power Grip with niacinamide and then the Tarte Timeless Smoothing. It didn't fall back into my lines right here, so my forehead does look smooth. I do appreciate that. However, my pores aren't, like, perfect. That's fine. Not always, like, they don't always have to be, like, airbrush smooth, but looking closely, I can see them. I'm interested to see how the foundation wears while I go out, hang out with some friends, what it looks like before I go to take my makeup off. It doesn't look horrible. It is not the best shade match. I probably need to go into a deeper shade or add in my, like, bronzing drops or whatever into the foundation. I do have the e.l.f. Halo Glow, so, like, if I need to deepen it up that way, I can probably do that. I'm intrigued to see. Eyeshadow palette from Charlotte Tilbury. Really like it. I love the color story. It is really gorgeous. I don't know that I can use the gold shade for work. It is very, very, very glittery. I could try it and see, but if it's too glittery, I can't. It won't. But otherwise, it is really pretty. Like, I like the greens. And then this light bluish green shade, really pretty, played well off of the olive green. I'm liking how my makeup turned out. I'll have to continue to see what I think about the foundation, the concealer. I already know my, like, I mean, the crinkles aren't horrible. I have some concealers that I've kept and I'm like, you're not my favorite, but I like the coverage. We'll see. I'll continue to try it out, see what I think, and then if I need to declutter them out of my collection, I will. But for right now, they will get another shot, and I'll see what I want to keep. But you guys, let me know your thoughts. Are you picking any of these items up? Do you like any of the things that I tried out that you've never seen before, or you were just kind of hesitant about it and now this might have changed your mind? Let me know in the comments. We'll have that conversation. But you guys, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell for notifications of new videos. And if you like this video, make sure to hit a big thumbs up. Until my next video, you guys, bye. I'll see you in the next one.